I wanted to share this little bit of spiritual wisdom that came to me recently via a friend. Just wanted to pass it on to you because it resonated for me so much, and what's happened to me in my own life the past few years, and how I've managed to land in a really beautiful home against all the odds. Now, it comes from the emergency services, surprisingly enough, ambulance drivers, police car drivers and fire engines. And it's how they're taught to get through seemingly impossible amounts of traffic in jams. Now, they nearly always have someone next to them that is looking for the gap, and they will just keep pointing to it. Go for the gap, go for the gap, go for the gap, go for the gap, weaving through what might seem like endless, impossible amounts of traffic jam until they reach their destination. So they're in a highly stressed situation. They're going to be in a massive survival mode. Many of us know how that feels in our day-to-day lives. And we often find that we just look ahead and we think, there's no way through. I cannot possibly get to the other side of this. This is impossible. This is a massive life traffic jam. But we can take that wisdom and we can keep looking for the gap. Don't look ahead. Don't look through that traffic and think there's no way I'm going to get there. Just keep looking for the gap, because it's very likely there is one. And try not to overthink whether that gap is going to get you there in the end. Just take it. Take the gap. And then the next one. And then the next one. And then the next one. So when life feels impossible, when it feels like you've hit something that there's no way of getting through, just keep looking out. Just keep taking those gaps. Looking back over my life the last few years, that's what I did. That's what I did. It seemed mad. I know a lot of people looked at me and thought, you're crazy. There's no way this is going to be okay. You're mad. But I just kept seeing, there's a gap here, I'm going to take it, I'm going to trust. There's a gap there, I'm going to take it. And I'm still doing that. Another way of describing this spiritual wisdom is winging it. I think sometimes when we're in an emergency situation, when we're in survival mode, and when it feels like we don't really know what to do or where to turn, the gap is there for us. So wing it, take it. Take the gap. Don't think too far ahead. Don't get too sensible or serious, especially when it comes to things like finances. Just go for it. If the opportunity's there, take it and see where you might end up. I hope this might help you today. Lots of love.